Losing a beloved pet can be an incredibly difficult experience. As responsible pet parents, it's important to be aware of signs that our dogs may be nearing the end of their lives. While it's essential to consult with a veterinarian for an accurate diagnosis and medical care, there are some common indicators that may suggest your dog is approaching the end of their life. In this video, we are explained 10 signs that may indicate your dog has begun the dying process. Labored breathing. This was the first sign I noticed when my dog, Sam, started to show signs he was dying. That was maybe 2 months before he died. His breathing wasn't exactly labored at first. We just noticed a kind of slight rasping sound in his breathing when things were quiet. Everything else seemed fine, so we thought it was maybe just something that would pass. It didn't. In the final stages of dying, your dog's breathing may become increasingly labored. The breaths may become more and more shallow, with longer times in between each one. This is usually a definite sign your dog is dying, though by this time there will likely be other indications as well. Changes in bathroom habits. Changes in your dog's bathroom habits can provide insights into their overall health. Dogs nearing the end of their lives may experience urinary or fecal incontinence, or have difficulty eliminating waste altogether. Additionally, blood in urine or stool can also be a cause for concern. However, these may also be signs of manageable illness and should be addressed by a veterinarian for a diagnostic investigation. Movement problems. Dogs that are near the end of their life often become very disoriented, so if your dog does get up and move around, she may stumble, wobble, or collapse. You may find him shaking, or even having what looks like a seizure, as his muscles tremble and discharge energy. Vomiting. Vomiting is a common sign of illness in dogs, but can be concerning if a dog has a serious illness, such as cancer, or is very old. In combination with other symptoms listed here, vomiting can be a sign that a dog is very near the end of life. Vomiting can signify whether a dog's digestive system is working normally or is shutting down. Mental/behavioral changes. This might include depression, confusion, agitation, restlessness, anxiety, increased clinginess, isolation, becoming detached from human or animal companions, loss of interest in social interaction, activities or toys, or aggression, usually due to chronic or persistent pain, but may also be from a brain tumor. Lethargy. Lethargy is another common sign and dog behavior before death. As a dog nears their end of life, they will usually sleep more and become disinterested in going for walks or other usual activities. Support your little mate by providing more dog beds or comfortable places to rest around the house, with toys and their favorite blankets. Extreme weight loss. Weight loss is very common in senior dogs and will start well before the end of life. Part of this is a normal aspect of the aging process. As the dog gets older, his body becomes less efficient at digesting protein, which causes him to lose muscle mass. Feeding a diet with higher levels of easily digestible protein can help to slow this process. Illness can also cause weight loss, either due to a poor appetite from not feeling well or due to increased strain on the body. Cachexia is the extreme weight loss experienced by cancer patients. Cancer cells use a lot of energy as they endlessly reproduce and spread, and this demand for energy can lead to the breakdown of your dog's fat stores and muscles. Weight loss often accelerates as the dog ages or becomes more ill, even if he is still eating full meals. Prolonged lethargy/disinterest. This is the most common sign that the dying process has begun. Lying in one spot, oftentimes a quiet spot where they don't usually lie. Not interested in toys or walks, barely acknowledging family members. In other words, just not acting like themselves. Sometimes dogs can become lethargic due to other health issues, but if you have ruled this out and it lasts more than a day, it may be a sign that it's time to begin saying goodbye to your dog. Twitching. A dog may twitch or shake at times due to their declining body temperature. This is typically an involuntary response, but the dog may become chilled as their body temperature begins to drop. It may help to make the dog more comfortable by putting them on a heating pad or providing extra warmth via blankets. Mobility issues. It can be very distressing for a dog when their joints begin to fail, and it becomes difficult for them to get around. Getting up and down from their favorite napping spot, tackling stairs, and even squatting to go potty may be challenging. Mobility issues can contribute to incontinence and lead to depression, making it a common sign your dog is dying. Poor coordination. As your dog's body ages, his muscles and nerves stop functioning as well as they used to. Between the loss of muscle mass and the malfunction of proprioceptive nerves, his coordination will decline. He may struggle with steps and navigating obstacles, or slip on non-carpeted surfaces. Some dogs stumble or have trouble placing their feet correctly when walking. These signs are usually progressive, with only mild periodic bumbles at first that slowly become more frequent and more severe. Some dogs may also experience involuntary muscle twitching. You can help your dog by providing non-slip surfaces for him to walk on and using a harness or sling to support him when walking and going outside to eliminate. Ramps can be helpful for navigating stairs and getting on and off furniture, but act as a spotter in case he loses his balance and falls off a narrow ramp. Stops eating/drinking. You know something is wrong when your dog refuses food, and this is one of the classic signs a dog is dying. If your dog is at this point, you can offer them the tastiest treat imaginable and they will not eat it. They will also stop drinking water. This is due to the beginning of their organs shutting down. They no longer have the sensation of hunger or thirst. You can try to keep them hydrated by giving them water in a dropper or turkey baster. But if they won't swallow it, there's not a whole lot you can do. However, just because a dog stops eating and drinking for a day or so, it doesn't mean they are dying. Be sure to rule out other health issues first with a visit to your vet. Continence. This is one of the more unpleasant aspects of the dying process with a dog. When a dog who is properly house-trained and who has never or rarely made a mistake since puppyhood does her toilet where she is lying, it's a sign she may be dying. As her body slowly but surely shuts down, she will start to lose control over her bodily functions. She may also be too weak to move or move in time, and she may also have lost all interest in getting it right. This is a time for patience and understanding on your part. Help your dog as much as possible, and never chastise her for making this kind of mistake. She can't help it after all. Old age can be cruel, and someday it may be you making similar mistakes. Sadness and depression. Dogs don't show their emotions as easily as humans can. However, if you know your dog, you will know when she is sad. There are many possible reasons why a dog may be sad, but if there are other signs that she is already in the dying process, her depressed sadness should be considered another sign. Try to keep her as comfortable as possible. She may be unusually irritable at this stage, so don't unnecessarily annoy her. Just make sure she is warm and comfortable. She will know you are trying to help. Overall health assessments. While no one symptom will indicate that your dog is suffering from a life-threatening illness, these factors are helpful when assessing the dog's overall condition. To investigate your dog's overall physical and mental well-being, have them examined by your veterinarian. For additional insight, you may wish to use this quality of life scale, which can provide a snapshot assessment, or may be repeated regularly to track potential changes. Dull eyes. Like people, dogs' eyes can start to fail near the end of life. You may notice that your pup's eyes are cloudy or have trouble seeing. By itself, dull eyes may be a sign of age or an eye condition. However, when taken together with other signs, it could mean something more. Temperature changes. If your dog is sick, aging, or near the end of life, you may notice they get hotter or colder than they used to. These temperature changes are due to hormonal changes that can make it difficult for your dog's body to regulate temperature height.